Okay, so today I'm just going to briefly talk about sigma and pi bonds. This is kind of a more minor topic, but it is covered on the AP test. Every once in a while we'll see it, and it's just kind of good information to have. So the bond that we normally talk about, so if we had, for instance, H2O, okay, H2O looks something like this. These bonds between the hydrogen and the oxygen is an overlap of the orbital that the electron in hydrogen is in, as well as the orbital that the electrons in the oxygen. So the S and then the sp3 hybridized orbital from the O. And when those overlap, that sharing of electrons is known as a sigma bond. Okay, that little symbol up here, that's the Greek letter sigma. So just normal single bonds in a covalent structure are considered sigma bonds. Okay, so in this case, water has two sigma bonds, we would say. Okay. The pi bonds come into play when we have something that has multiple bonds, like a double bond or a triple bond. So if we had, let's say, CH2O, where you have the double bond between the C and the O. So the H and C bonds, these are sigma bonds, okay? But then what happens is you have a sigma bond here in the double bond, but what's going to happen is there's empty or maybe partially full orbitals kind of above and below this bond, this sigma bond. And so what happens is there's an attraction, and that attraction is going to form a pi bond. So this second bond in the double bond, after the sigma bond is formed, then a pi bond is also formed. So whenever you have a double bond is one sigma bond and one pi bond. Okay. If we have a triple bond, let's say it's something like carbon monoxide. It's going to look something like this. Okay. Then what happens here is you have a sigma bond. Usually it's designated as the middle bond, is the sigma bond. And then you have a pi bond above it and a pi bond below it. Okay, so a triple bond is one sigma bond and two pi bonds. Okay, so whenever you might be asked to determine how many pi bonds are in a given molecule, or how many sigma bonds. So again, just normal single bonds count as sigma bonds. The only pi bonds occur when we're doing double bonds or triple bonds, when we're going to have multiple bonds. And a double bond is a sigma and a pi, and a triple is a sigma and two pi bonds. Okay. It might also say like how many total sigma bonds are in this compound. So you'd have to count these two here. So there'd be 3 sigma bonds in this whole molecule and 1 pi bond. But within that double bond, just 1 sigma bond. Okay. I hope this helps. We'll see you next time.